Happy Tuesday. How is it still daytime? We're on the West Coast, that's how. Kombucha. This is really good. Clear mind kombucha. You late, yes we are. How's the peel going? It's peeling. Oh, it's peeling all right. It's peeling. Pop that in the scene. Feeling better than ever. But feeling better than ever. Yes. I have to get something more around the shoes. But anyways, guys. Let's like up the live. Let's bring it to 200K. What does kombucha taste like? Like sparkling tea with a little bit of a kick. With a little bit of a kick, if you know what I mean. Is that kombucha coffee? No, it's just called Brew Doctor. It's rosemary, mint, sage, and green tea. Very refreshing. Oh, I should mix it with the orange juice. A little mixture. A little mixer. It's nasty to me. Well, which brand did you try? Because it's also based on the brand. Some brands are sweeter than others. Some are more like potent in terms of like the fermentation than others. Does the peel hurt? No. Not right now. Maybe it will. Synergy is nasty. I think Synergy is really good. That's one of the strongest brands, I would say. So I would not recommend that to a beginner. I would honestly recommend Health Aid to a beginner. But double tap on the screen, y'all, so we can get to 200K. And let's share it, so let's get it to 1,000 freaking likes. Synergy on top, that's what I'm saying. Synergy is so good. I don't know if it's on top though. It might be on top actually. They have so much flavors. Health Aid does not have that much flavors. Maybe it does, I just haven't tried a lot. Look in the camera. Stop. Not the tinfoil tie. It's definitely a razzle dazzle tie. That's what it is. How are you feeling today, Olivia? I'm feeling good. Do you get your eyebrows done? No. I literally just microblade them myself. Not microblade them, my bad. I get like a razor and I just like do it myself like this. I do it like every weekend. Double tap on the live, guys. Double tap on the live. 200K and 1,000 shares. Did the live just start? Pretty much. You mean arching your eyebrows? I don't know. Is that what it's called? Finally, no soap brows. What the heck is a soap brow? Y'all be saying things I've never heard of. 1,000 shares, yes, 1,000 shares and 200,000 likes. So like the stream, tap, tap, tap in, tap, tap, tap in. Hey Olive, are you okay? Where's the music, bruh? What music? Yes, double tap on the screen, like it up. Let's get it to 200K. Olivia is insane, pretty much. Pretty much. You look so pretty, babes. Thank you. Keep the same. Where's your 200K? Yes, let's get to 200K to start it up. Start up the freaking live. Dang. I didn't get my water. I didn't get my water. Double tap on the screen. Let's get to 200K, 1,000 shares. You drink a lot of air. Yummy air. Olivia, do you want friends? I got friends, y'all. I got friends, okay? Somebody said, girl, I sent a rose by accident. Can I have it back? Girl, I don't even know how to do all that. For real. I really don't. Just make sure not to do it again? Question mark? I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Who's liking live? No, like the live so we can get to 200K. I'm gonna get some water break. But double tap on the screen. On the screen. Wow, the sunset looks so beautiful tonight, just like you. Double tap. Let's 100K more. Let's get to 200K, and let's get to 1,000 shares. Play some music. Does chemical peel hurt? No, it does not, love. It does not, love, not at all. Echo? Is there an echo? Play Jackie Brown? Should we? Let's double tap on the live. 200K, y'all. 200K. Let's bring it up. Let's bring it up. Okay, British. That's what I'm saying. Oh gosh. Can you stop speaking with that accent, please? Stop liking. No. Double tap the screen so we can get to 200K, please. 200K. Why do you sing everything? Because life is a musical. Life is a musical. Stop liking it. Keep liking it so we can bring on a guest, because I know that's what you guys are here for. I know that's what you guys are here for. please. We're here to help you. Thank you. Well, help me by liking the live. But 50K likes left. And don't forget to share the live. Don't forget to share the live. Talk about your day. My day is very well. Could have been better. And tomorrow I will be more intentional. Double tap live. Change your hair. We'll change my hair sometime soon. We'll see. Is he rocking out? What are you talking about? Play Jackie Brown. My new Halle Berry. She love me. My homegirl. Somebody said Sharpie edges. Do I give Sharpie edges, y'all? Do I give Sharpie edges? Dang, that's sad. It gives no edges. How you gonna say I got no edges? Do you know if it is? Buy some horchata. I love horchata. Can you play Shot by Drake? I have never heard of that song. Olivia, can you please be more active during the lives? We are here for you. Yes, I will do so. Guys, sometimes I be in the freaking community chat. And if you're like, what community? I'm talking about our success community. There are some amazing people in there. Amazing people that want to grow in their business, with their finances, with their, body. DM the word. Oh wait, click the link in his bio if you want to join the success community.
Only been a few hours, but it felt like days. Only been days, but it felt like months. Gone for a year, only go like once. Life move fast and you do what you want. At this time, doing what I want. Hope you're doing what you want. But what you want?
I don't know. My news look like Halle Berry. But she don't love me, she too scary. My old bitch fun like Jackie Brown. I want another, she too down. Will you be my leading lady? I want a contract, girl, no maybe. In the meantime,
Guess I go where I want.
get some me time.
Hope you're doing what you want.
Maybe I'll love myself, I don't know. Leave me here, I'll fuck myself. See me in the mirror, I duck myself. Don't need much, so fuck my wealth.
Only been a few hours, but it felt like days. Only been days, but it felt like months. I've been gone for a year, only go like once. Life move fast and you do what you want. At this time, doing what I want. Hope you're doing what you want. What you want?
I don't know. You can play loud. Creep by the beach like Odell. No, but mom, my killers don't tell. Shadow my mom got the Louis off the shelf. Now my bitch addicted to Chanel. Will you be my leading lady? I want a contract, girl, no maybe. In the meantime,
Guess I go where I want.
get some me time. I don't know.
Do what you want.
My new bitch look like Halle Berry. But she don't love me,
Okay. Brr.
To that boy.
Mm. 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 Breezy. Let's bring you.
Yo,
Hello. Hi.
what
What's your
up?
name?
How
Where
you
you?
guys doing?
Doing amazing. What's your name? Where are you from?
My name's Briseis. I'm from Puerto Rico. I've spoke to Sean before, I think.
Huh?
I spoke to you before, bro. I asked you for like some advice and stuff like that. Nothing crazy. What are you doing though?
Good. Feeling good.
That's what's up. I just had like quick questions. Puerto Rico in the building. Usted ya sabe que es la que hay. But I had like questions about y'all, and I also had questions about, what you do for a living and stuff like that. So my first question is, how did you change your mindset to like get to where you are right now, Sean?
Oh man, number one thing I did was I stopped pointing the finger and I started pointing thumbs. Meaning I realized my future was ultimately up to me. Doesn't matter what situation I was born in, doesn't matter the fact that I'm black, or doesn't matter if I'm smart or not smart. I just took accountability for the situation that I was in and took responsibility for my life and started moving in the right direction and got a mentor.
Okay, that's what's up. And like, so I've been watching y'all stuff for a little bit, and me personally, I don't agree with the age gap between both of you. I'm not gonna shade it or anything like that. But my question is for Olivia. I just want to know how you changed your mindset from being in a monogamous relationship to meeting Sean and kind of changing your whole mindset to being in a poly.
Yeah. I personally I was always thinking about getting into a relationship because I wanted to like push my purpose further. So when I got my first relationship, I thought that's what we were gonna do. Not saying that we couldn't, but I don't think that was the best to do it with. I did not feel like there was a strong sense of leadership there. I actually felt like I led more of it, and I didn't want to do that as a woman. So for me, it was more about like actually the fact that first of all, he had a massive mission, and I was like very inspired by that. But also, it resonated aligned with what I want.
So, but I want to know just because me personally, I get jealous. I'll be honest. That's me though, obviously. So I just want to know. So being in that monogamous relationship, again, I don't know exactly how long ago that was, but yeah. So I just want to know how you changed that because you met Sean. I'm guessing he was with, the other girl. And how did you go from being with one person to being, kind of entering a new stage, I guess you could say, of your life to where you're fulfilling your purpose?
I'm sorry, was that question towards me or him?
Yes, yes. So I'm wondering, you were in a monogamous relationship. I just want to know how when you came in with Sean and he introduced you to Shanice, I think her name is, how did you make that adjustment in your brain to like not get jealous or like, I feel like that's human nature at the end of the day. You guys do talk a lot about communication and everything like that. I just want to know how you made that change in your brain. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so I'm not gonna say I was never jealous. That
Okay.
would not be true. So when it comes to how did I deal with it, I just communicated honestly
Okay. To Sean or to
to
both
my
of them? Okay. And Okay. And how did you work through that then? And I'm asking personally, like I want to know personally how you worked through that. I'm 26, so I'm still learning as I go. How did you how did you say, okay, you know what, I'm gonna trust you? How did you even get to trust him, to the point where you do?
How did I work? How did we work through it? You said.
Yeah.
So honestly, sometimes all you need from your partner is just like reassurance or just to see where it's coming from because like we always say that like insecurity is the lack of knowledge and confidence is to have knowledge. So when you're feeling insecure in your relationship, sometimes it's just a lack of information from your partner. So to get that knowledge so that you can have confidence moving forward, just get the information from them and say, hey, this is how I took this. I'm feeling kind of insecure about it.
Right.
Can you explain where that was coming from, or can you explain it for me? And once you
And
understand it, once you get the explanation, you'll start to see, oh, okay, well, it actually wasn't that bad. There's like an explanation now, right? So it's not like there's any confusion with you, or you trying to fill in the gaps, and
so
you can become more confident moving forward.
so okay. Because, my understanding is when kind of when you're in a relationship, it takes two, both people or, 8 people need to want the same thing for it to work. That's like real. So my question for Olivia is I'm not saying you're gonna draw the line, but where do you draw the line to where, because I know Sean is the main focus. I just want to know where you draw the line to where you tell him, hey, actually, I think you're wrong. Has that ever happened before? To where you tell him, hey, no, actually, you're wrong. Um, I'm right.
Not really like that. Kind of just like kind of seeing where you know she might be coming from, and maybe there's a little bit disagreement at the time, but nothing too major, to be honest.
And
So nothing
to
ever.
be honest, it's like if I can add to that point, it's not really in our relationship. It's not about who's right. It's more about what's right for the relationship. So we don't really focus on like who's right. It's about doing what's right.
And who decides what's right? Genuinely
So
asking.
for me, the way I decide what's right is like what's going to do the greatest amount of good for the greatest number of dynamics. So I look at a situation. Okay, if I make this decision, who does it positively affect? Who does it negatively affect? So I always make my decisions on what's the greatest amount of good for the greatest amount of like people.
So you would always make that decision then, correct? Or
Just like a logical thing. Like we would all like lay it out, and it's just like, hey, this is like the decision.
so has there ever came a point where you guys disagree and then you have to kind of
Disagree.
come to
We
a,
disagree on stuff every day.
because like I'm gonna be honest, bro. I fuck with you. I think you're mad cool. I fuck with the energy. Sorry for cussing, but I like the energy. I think we're kind of similar in that sense. That's why I can kind of see the dynamic you guys have. What scares me is again, I don't know y'all personally, but what scares me is that she is willing to Olivia is willing to trust you kind of blindly. What I wish, is that obviously I'm gonna hope that everything goes well for the both of you, but you don't lead her wrong, that you actually have good intentions and everything like that, and that you want actually what's best. You know what I mean? Because ego can get in the way of a lot of things. I don't know if, and with Shanice, I noticed that you said before that it was hard for you to kind of understand what she was explaining, or she wasn't saying it to she wasn't being open completely about it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
but that was my fault for not creating an environment where
Right.
she felt like she could. So that was all. That was on me. She just didn't feel like comfortable. So I can't be mad at her. Like if I'm the one that put her in survival mode, I can't be mad at her like for the things she does in survival mode, you know?
And do you know what made like what you were doing to?
Yeah, just acting like a bitch. Like just, not being a leader, being very, very like frustrated. I would make it like so difficult for people to like come to me and talk to me about concerns.
And I struggle with that too.
I didn't create like a really welcome environment for people to like voice their concerns. So I think she just felt unheard, and then she felt like if she did come to me with a concern, I would just get upset at her, and it would make things worse.
You weren't being.
So that was the mistake. It was just communication, and then there's a lot of other mistakes that I made as well. Could have been a lot more like considerate of how people would feel about certain things, certain phrases. So that's all. However, I will say moving forward in my relationships, communication is going to be like the utmost important. Like the only thing I really need from my queen is like, hey, just communicate with me. When you feel some type of way, just communicate. And if you feel like you can't communicate with me, or just write me a letter, like send me a text message, like talk to Olivia, like somehow just get that message like through to me, you know?
So I don't think that changed in this little amount of time though. Like, and I know now you're conscious of it, which is the start.
Yeah.
But how do you
Yeah.
make? That's why I was asking you earlier.
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
did you make that change, and how long did it
So
take?
for me, painful experiences have always been like very motivating. I put it to you like this: if I'm reaching my hand slowly towards fire and it's getting hotter and higher, as soon as I start touching that fire, I'm gonna learn really quick. Like boom, ooh, I don't want to get burned. Like I'm never doing that again. Right? I'm one of those people. So like whenever I have like a painful situation, I just learn like pretty quickly. And as far as with Shanice, it was just one of those situations where everybody has like, their breaking point, and I get it, and I respect it. So it just is what it is. Lesson learned.
And you think that was the one that taught you that? I know you were with somebody else before.
Shanice was a great person. Shanice is a great person, and she's gonna go
Right.
and be madly in love with some superstar of like a guy. So yeah, I mean, for me, I had a crazy upbringing. Like I had a crazy upbringing. I don't take good people for granted. I wasn't just blessed with like the perfect situation. Like my dad, I was lucky with like what happened and how that happened. But like I've come across truly bad people. Like I don't even want to say evil people. So when I get good people in my life, like for me, like even though I may not express it all the time or be the best at expressing it, I really appreciate good people. Like I'm not one of those people that just think like, oh, good people in this world are just like so like replaceable. Don't get me wrong, people are replaceable, but like great people that genuinely support you, doesn't mean they're always going to be perfect. Doesn't mean they're going to push you off. But somebody that's good at heart, somebody that's growth minded, somebody that has kindness in their heart, selflessness in their heart. For me, I just know that that's rare, and I know that Shanice has like had a lot of kindness in her heart and selflessness in her heart.
Okay. And generally asking, you think you took that for granted?
I think gratitude is action, and although I did a lot of stuff behind the scenes, I definitely could have done a better job showing her. The one difference between Shanice and Olivia is that Olivia was here all day, so she would see what I would do all day.
Right.
Olivia saw everything. Olivia saw every meeting I took. Olivia saw every business meeting I took. Olivia saw every dollar that I spent, everything, right? So she had way more transparency on like what was actually going on versus like, Shanice was at work all day, and then she would come home and get ready. We would hop on live. It was just like no real life, like time. So me and Olivia had a lot more communication. Shanice, we didn't really get to talk. Like, I don't think she knew how much of a priority she was to me. And that's my fault because I should have like made sure she knew that. So she
Right, I was gonna say
unsupported, and then I just was being a bitch when it comes to like her trying to like voice her concerns. So everybody has like their breaking point. So she had hers.
Okay, and what are you gonna do differently when the other queens come around?
I think
As far as that, because at the end of the day, it's a lot of people that you're gonna be dealing with, being the main focus.
Yeah, there's lots of beautiful women out there. And see, the thing about this is I'm very lucky. It's like, I personally think there's lots of great women out there. That doesn't mean I don't value them. I think they're extremely valuable, but I recognize there's a lot of women on the planet who are extremely beautiful with extremely kind hearts that are positive, that are growth minded, that want to do big and epic shit. And they have talents and they want to share those with the world. So for me, I feel like an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. So I'm just going to establish that right away. I think there were like signs that I would see, like, hey, maybe have communication issues, and I should have like confronted that because, like, I don't know if you remember like the whole Thanksgiving situation, like that. I should have like confronted that and like handled that right then and there. That's just totally inexcusable, you know. So I think we saw signs, but like, here's the thing. I tell women like, hey, I'm a great guy, but I can't read your mind. And a lot of the times when I in my last relationship, a lot of like my bitch ass behavior would come from just frustration. Because there's only so many times you can ask somebody like, hey, is everything okay? Hey, how can I be better for you? And then they tell you, oh no, everything's good. And then like you're like, but like something seems off, right? So it's an incredibly frustrating process. Again, I'm not blaming her. I take full responsibility because it's on me to create an environment where my woman feels comfortable talking to me. So basically, I would just be very, very, very preventative in the future and really say like, hey, this is a place where you can safely communicate your feelings and like make sure I have a system for it. Because are you an entrepreneur at all?
Nah. I like to create content. That's about it.
Do you work a lot? Like, are you have, like you ever undergo a lot of stress?
Oh yeah.
Well, when you work a lot, especially as an entrepreneur, you guys know, and like you don't have a lot of time, and then the few time you do have, it's kind of like a complaint or it's something like that's not necessarily the best. Sometimes it can really like you can be like, oh man, I don't want to hear this right now, right? So for me, just making sure I have a system that's conducive to that. And making sure just everything's good. Just communicate. Because I think when good people come together, like honestly, think about it. How can two people who really like love each other, and I'm not talking about me and Mike's situation, period. Think about two people that love each other. They don't lie to each other. They don't cheat on each other. They're like, yeah, they got quirks and stuff, but how can they ever like they still love each other? It's just communication. Like communication is so critical.
I think one thing is because I know you got a lot of people that watch you. I think you need to emphasize on understanding. You can communicate all you want.
Yeah.
I don't think you're emphasizing on understanding and actually wanting to make do something different.
I agree with that. Understanding is a vital part of communication. To me, the way I look at communication is actually creating the duplication on the thought or the idea so that the person does understand, right? So create a duplication and understanding on what you're saying. A lot of people think they communicate, but they really don't. So it's like if I say 2 plus 2 is 4, and then I ask you 2 plus 2 and you say like 12, I didn't communicate with you. I may think I did. I may have said it, but I didn't communicate.
So I know for a fact, you've been through a lot. You just said it. I have too. I see that we're both emotionally intelligent. No offense to you, Olivia. I know you're younger. How does that work, Sean? Because I'm gonna be completely honest. You gain that from experience. Olivia, have you with other people, not just work though, I mean with other people, just like relationships, friendships, have you gone through anything where you sat there and you were like, wait, like I need to step back or respect myself or just set a boundary? Have you ever had to do that other than Sean, other than work? Just like,
Yeah, like set a boundary. Is that what you're asking?
Yeah. Like having to do something hard that's gonna hurt, but you're doing it because it's what's best for you.
Oh yeah, I have many times. In terms of like friends, I would have to set the boundary that like, listen, if it keeps happening, I just can't like really be in that environment where basically we're talking about negative things and all you want to do is self-destructive stuff. Like, first of all, I can't see you do that because I can't see you hurt yourself, but as well as that, like, I can't be associated with that.
Right. Yeah. So you're not from San Diego, right?
No.
Where is it that you're from? Sorry.
I was born in Atlanta. And
okay, because I know you moved out there, right? With your mom or something like that?
Last 8 years, I was around the DC area.
And then you moved to San Diego like a year ago?
Like 9 months ago.
But it was with Sean though, right?
I didn't come to San Diego with him. I was living in DC and then I came here. Well, actually, I came from the Bay Area and then I came here.
But what I mean is like to live, you went and lived with Sean, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm not gonna keep asking questions because, like I said, I have one more question though. I know you got the stuff done with the chemical peel. How do you stop yourself from picking? I would pick all the time.
I know. I don't really know how. I just don't want to mess it up, to be honest.
I'm guessing they let you know, right?
She said it can cause like permanent scarring, and I'm like,
Yeah.
So I don't want to do that. No.
But yeah. Listen. I watch out all the time, Sean. All I really look, bro. I know you're older than me and all that. Like I told you, emotional intelligence is super important. Just be empathetic, bro. At the you're not always gonna be right. I've noticed that you don't seem to take advice from people who are in your mind lower than you.
Excuse me.
I don't know if it's financially.
Hold on, really quick.
Hold on, bro. Hold on.
I don't take advice from people who don't look in the mirror. I'll take advice from anybody, but I don't take advice from people that can't look in the mirror. That's it.
But like this is a mirror situation here. You don't like when people interrupt you, but you interrupt people.
Go ahead.
No, like I'm just like it's just one of those things. You know what I mean? Because anybody could sit. I have a feeling. You do business, and that's dope. And I love that. And I love your story. I think that's super cool. But what I seen with Shanice, and then when she left, and then with Olivia, I like Olivia. I think Olivia's mad cool, but it scares me a little bit because she doesn't seem to like. No offense, Olivia. Again, I'm just talking. She doesn't seem to make kind of like decisions. Again, on the live, what we see on her own. Like I've noticed, you say something and she just backs right behind it, and I don't think that all of us 15,000 people in here made a group chat and said, let's all tell Sean and Olivia and everybody else the same thing. You know what I mean? For example, when everything happened with your ex, I don't know if that's what you call it, probably, but with your ex, you noticed everybody was telling you what you were doing, but then you noticed when it was already too late. You making faces, but Sean.
Listen, I go ahead. Are you done, or are you still like going?
Yeah, I'm done. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Yeah. People see what they want to see on live, and I admit that I made a lot of mistakes and I have a lot of character flaws. But one thing about me is that I'm the most willing to improve person probably on.
Me too. We're right there. We're right there.
Invest in myself every single day. And as far as the mistakes that I made in like my relationship, I don't claim to have been perfect. But if I come to somebody and I'm like, hey, how can I be a better king for you? And you just continue to tell me nothing for months, what more am I supposed to do in that situation? Should I have known to be like, to do things differently? Yeah. But it's just like, hey, sometimes I need you to help me help you. And the only thing I'm saying is like, if I'm going to be partnered with a queen, if I'm fucking up, just talk to me about it. Like, that's it. Like,
that's what scares me.
Like, that's the only thing. And I get that it's tough. I get that it takes a lot of courage. But again, in my opinion, uncomfortable conversations create healthy relationships. And another thing is haters are very loud. The people that support us be scared to support us because you guys will hit them up, blow them up.
Which is facts.
Like it's just crazy. So it's just like we get tons of positive messages every single day. So I agree with some of the things that you're saying. I disagree with you saying that like, oh, I think I know everything because I don't.
No.
I've quickly said, hey, I'm not that smart. If I don't know something, I don't speak on it. However, me taking advice, I don't take advice from people who are not, who can't look in the mirror. I'm not saying that they are this, but a lot of people aren't even real with themselves. For instance, half of these people, y'all tell me that I'm mean for calling a lady pregnant when it was literally, I asked a question and it was an accident. And
I saw
people,
that.
hold on, excuse me, people come up here every day in the comments and be like, Olivia's pregnant. Make it make sense. Y'all tell me that
Which
I'm crazy for doing it, but then you have people being like, "Oh, she's pregnant," making videos like, which we don't mind, but it's just like, bro, accidents like happen.
no,
I'm not perfect, and
and
I'm
I
gonna try to be perfect. I'm gonna be real.
and I totally agree with that. I watched that. I totally agree. A lot of people are very sensitive. That's why I'm coming on here. I'm glad you guys put me up here, but I didn't say that that you act like you're perfect or anything like that. It's just your character. You have a very I know everything character. I have the same character. That's why I can recognize it. Um, and I'm being full transparent here. A lot of times in my relationships, my problem is that I already it's exactly how you say it. You have your plan already. You have everything you want set in your mind already. So when someone comes with a curveball, you're like, "Whoa," And I think in that point, I think it's just telling you that maybe just be a little empathetic. I think a lot of people telling you the same thing isn't something that's planned. I think maybe you should. If somebody's telling you something over and over and over and over again, maybe it might be true. You know what I mean?
Yeah, a lot of people tell me I'm delusional and that I'm never going to be successful and a lot of stuff.
I
So
don't believe
it's
that.
like here's the thing. Like I agree with some of the stuff that you're saying, but like in doses, I'll listen to anybody that is like real, that's able to like look themselves in like the mirror. A lot of people want to throw like just they just always have something like to say. So and I also think that people's
But you
frequency
like that.
people I don't mind it. It doesn't bother me. I have a very strong sense of like self.
Yeah.
So with that being said, yeah, I think you make some good points. I think I have a lot of character flaws, and I think that we're all on a journey to improve.
Yep.
But it seems like I'm the only one that knows that.
I think not a lot of people are able to, how you say, look in the mirror and be able to say, okay, what am I doing wrong? Because at the end of the day, everything that happens to you is your fault. And not just you, but I'm talking like everything that happens to me, it's my fault. It's the decisions I made and everything like that. But that's all I wanted to say, bro. Keep doing you.
Coming up here,
Oh
so
yeah.
I noticed you said you don't have a business. You have something you can shout out.
Nah, just follow me on TikTok. Yo,
Sweet.
canciones de Bad Bunny. I just sing. I go live sometimes. Y pues nada, PR en la casa. Whoever knows PR, we here. Yeah, so
Yeah.
again, I'm proud of you, bro. I'm glad you came up. I'm glad you did what you did. And I'm glad that you talk, but you back it up. Same with you, Olivia. I'm not gonna sit here and hate. Y'all be
Thank
safe,
you.
bro. Have a good night.
Appreciate it. You too. So sweet. Okay. Paris. Paris.
Me.
Hello? Paris?
Hi.
Hi.
How did I know for whatever reason that y'all was gonna choose me? I just felt that energy.
That's great. Well, can you turn your camera on?
Yes, I'm on my balcony, so it's pretty dark.
Got you. Okay. Well, what is your name? Where are you from?
My name's Paris. I'm from Orlando.
Oh man.
Like Paris from Paris?
Yeah.
Yeah, not one of those.
All right, so I just really wanted to come up here and ask a question to you, Olivia. I don't really have much to say. I've been watching you guys for a little bit, but I kind of tune in and tune out because, social media can become overwhelming. So anyways, my question to you is, do you feel like you've contributed to Shanice leaving and parting ways with Sean?
Hello, my bad. Have I contributed to that? I think it could be part of the reason. I think it was part of the reason.
What exactly maybe a part of the reason?
Just not being as supportive as I could. It's not like I ever like push like kind of not supported her or like pushed her down or whatever, or just like was not empowering to her, but it's just I could have made more of an effort so that she was like
So moving forward, what exactly will you do to help keep the other 6 queens around?
I will speak to them. Like, I will just check up on them every single day, and make sure that they're good and more often, as well as see where they're at in terms of like their goals. Just more things that we can work on together, more things that we can do to collaborate. Another thing is honestly just like checkups on them, seeing if everything's good. Yeah, and doing more things together, initiating that.
Okay. Hi, Sean.
Yeah,
Hope you're having a good night.
greatest night. By the way, I think if I wanted to say like even Olivia's like if she blames herself, she shouldn't. It is 100%.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't put the responsibility of another relationship on Olivia. I just wanted to know if she felt like she contributed to the reason why Shanice left. What's happening here?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give us 1 second.
Am I still here?
Okay. Hello. Okay.
Hi.
Hi. Can you repeat that again, please?
I think I said what I said was I wouldn't put the responsibility of Sean and Shanice's relationship on you. I just wanted to know if you felt as if you contributed to it. That's all.
Yeah. Well, that's how I feel like I did.
That's good. Well, Sean, also, I hope y'all having a good night. I really wanted to stay up here too long, but I did want to mention that whatever filter you're using, it is kind of glitching and like causing a weird thing. So we should just get that fixed.
That,
All right,
that's
good night,
that's
Sean.
that's Olivia. Olivia wants that filter on.
Olivia, the filter is messing up. It's glitching. Your face is glitching right now.
Got the filter on.
She got a chemical peel, y'all. She got a
And
pill.
listen, that was a great move. Her face is about to be flawless.
I know, right? I don't know why you just don't lean into it, babe. You should lean into it. She's like,
All right, bye, y'all.
Yes. Thank you. Bye.
guys, if telling the truth is selling her out, I want to say she got a chemical peel shot because I did as well. So that's it.
Who's next? Tura 21.
Hello.
Hi.
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 Trying to turn my camera on so you can hear me. Okay, I look kind of crazy. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay.
You got your TV on in the back, girl.
Yeah, I turned it down. I'm so sorry, everyone. Sorry.
Okay, so what's your name? Where are you from?
My name is Katura, and I'm from Florida.
Got you.
Okay. Someone said okay, Auntie. Okay, so I guess my first question, Olivia, would be to you. Like, you're always happy when you're on your lives, but then when we see you here, you always look a little bit sad. So are you sad, or are you just like, you're not in the mood? What is really going on?
I'm not sad.
Okay, okay. And then my next question would be, when you and Shanice were on live, like there was times where you guys didn't gel well. Was that the real thing? Like, do you have moments where you guys didn't get along? Were you faking it for us? How was that?
There was never really times where we didn't get along. No, there really along. It was mostly just like the closeness of it. Cause it's kind of like the beginning stage of a friendship.
Okay.
You know when there's like a beginning stage of a friendship and then there's like 2 years in, it just looks completely different. I feel
Okay.
like we were like in the beginning stage of our friendship for like a while, way too long, and that's my fault.
One observation that I had, I agree. I don't think there was like disagreement between them, but I do think that Shanice found Olivia annoying. That's just my personal opinion.
Say it again. I couldn't hear you. Shanice was what?
I think Shanice found Olivia annoying at times.
Okay, okay. And I could get that, two girls, different personalities, but did you guys ever try to gel it out? Like, okay, let's talk about what's annoying to kind of keep this together, or it was a point where it couldn't even work out?
I don't think there was like an intention to. This is
You said there was no point in it?
give me one second. Yeah, so no, I wouldn't say there was no point. I just don't know if there was any true intention or like want to.
So then with you moving on and you're going to have more ladies being together, how do you plan on, making this work? Because what if that happens again,
Yeah,
another
so
girl doesn't gel?
a big part of why Olivia even I thought it would be a good idea is because when me and Shanice were dating, Olivia came out to visit one time and they had like great chemistry. And I'm not talking about like in a romantic sense, I mean like in a friendship sense. They were like two peas in a pod. It was crazy. That was a big reason on why I was like, it's like it. Because I was already dating other women. And yeah, it was very interesting. But moving forward, how would I prevent that? I mean, just forming that bond. Like it's like a process. Like it's not like I'm just gonna start dating a girl and in 2 weeks she's gonna be a queen. Like she has to become a girlfriend first, and then she gets elevated to like a queen. So yeah, I mean, just getting to know each other.
Is this draining? Because y'all look drained. I'm not gonna lie, y'all look drained. Sometimes you have your moments where and I get it, you're on here, you're answering questions, you get annoyed, people are annoying. I could probably be annoying, but
I just want to make sure Olivia is good because you guys are noticing like her energy's down, and I just want to make sure she's good. That's all. Like, are you
okay.
good? You sure?
Okay. And then my next question would be, and this is just something I've seen floating on TikTok, so it's the best time to address you guys with it. Is there any abuse going on? Because that's been something that has been said a lot of times.
Yeah, people say a lot of things a lot of times. Like there's Airbnb. I mean, I think that in my last relationship, I definitely did not create a healthy space where Shanice felt like she could emotionally come to me. So if you want to define that as emotional abuse, I think I just got a lot of growth to do. But do I think I'm an abusive person? Like, no, not at all. Like, never. Like, I don't be in my head thinking like, oh, how can I? Like, that's like, no. So, definitely will say I gotta improve the communication skills. However, I will say that thinking somebody is coming on, like abusing somebody and then going live in front of hundreds of thousands of people every day, just probably, to me, it doesn't make that much sense, but that's just me.
Okay. And then Sean, you say a lot like what you want from your partner, what you want from Olivia. Olivia, what do you expect out of this relationship?
Honestly, for just everybody to be working to be their best selves. Because I feel like if you can be your best self for yourself, you can be your best self for your partner, for other people, for the people you want to impact. So that's really all I care about is being your best self and working towards it.
So what do you do to be your best self? I know you go to the gym, and I've seen you a lot of times do your diary on TikTok, but what do you do for yourself?
So just honestly be in production as much as I can, work on projects that require helping other people other than myself, and just working on a lot of projects, honestly. And also, I would say reading, expanding my knowledge when it comes to business, when it comes to personal development, when it comes to just so many things, leadership. I have so much things to learn. So I would say that's how I grow myself.
Is there open dialogue with you guys to where, Olivia, you feel comfortable with telling Sean how you feel emotionally? Because that seems to be the issue. You guys say there's no physical abuse, but emotionally, I hear with both of you that there could be some improvement. So Sean is admitting that he can do better with that. But Olivia, is there ever a point where you're telling him, hey, this is what I need, instead of shutting down or looking sad or etc., or looking scared at times?
Yeah, of course. Absolutely. I do. Every single time, like, I'm like, hey, I feel a certain way about something. I'm like, I should bring it up to him. Or else he'll be like buried, and then it will lead up to resentment, and then it will lead to an explosion.
Exactly. Well, I commend you for being up here. I know you guys get a lot of, things dished out at you, but at the end of the day, you guys are doing what it takes. Olivia, you have your times, girl, where you don't look like you're here and you're engaged, but I get it. Life be life, and at the end of the day. So I guess that was really all my questions for you. And I just want to know, like, when it comes to Sean dating, I know you don't have really a lot of input on that because that's, of course, going to be on his side. But when he takes the time to do that, what are you doing for yourself?
What do you mean?
Like, to make sure that it works again with other females? Is there something you feel like you're going to have to work on with yourself? Like, how do we think it's going to work all together?
Oh, what do I think I have to work on myself? I think I have to work on basically leadership. I think I need to learn a lot about leadership. And just also, like I said, when you work on yourself, I feel like you can show up for other people way better, and you have more to give people. So I want to just be so abundant within myself, and also nourished, like mentally, spiritually, physically, so that I can like give to other people.
Okay. Well, that's all I had to ask. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
I don't know how to end this thing.
Do you want to get on?
I think you should do a CTA.
Oh, okay. Okay, guys, let's see. To the 17th. Yeah. Hello. To the 17,000 people in here. Hello. Happy Tuesday. Hope everyone is doing well. Just wanted to get on here. If you are growth minded, we talked a little bit about what we do in terms of to be better so that we can be better for other people. If you want to get better and you want to be surrounded by people that want to do better as well, we have the number one freaking success group in the freaking world. And we talk about leveling up in terms of finances, physically, emotionally, spiritually.
What about the live Q&A we're doing for members only at 3,000?
Oh yeah, and we're also going to do a live Q&A at 3,000 members about any business questions you might have, relationship questions, nutrition, fitness, just anything you want to ask, really. It's an open table. It's going to be more intimate.
And we want to have ideas for you all. Sorry, Dave, I didn't mean to cut you off. We want to have ideas for people that, like ways that, things you guys actually want to see in the community, right? Because it's not for us, it's actually for you guys. Was there anything else you was going to add in?
No, I was just going to say, if you want to join the community, then click the link in the bio of Sean_T_Adams. And let's get in it. Let's network with other people. We have a lot of lawyers in there, doctors in there, future doctors, business owners, so many amazing people in there. So if you want to connect, grow, and learn, go to Sean_T_Adams and click on the link so you can join the group, and I'll see you inside. I'm always in there. Yes.
Awesome, guys. Sweet. So we're gonna go over to Instagram, Sean_T_Adams, and we'll see you guys there. You wanna cut this, baby?
Yes,
See you guys soon.